You're listening to Left Up the Valley 2.0, Atheist, Skeptic, and Humanist Radio.
All right, Hertzy, it's time for your Hard and Fruity.
All right. So this is going to spin off of Kevin's thing about the, the protest,
Yeah,
with derisive air quotes.
Oh, the convoy.
Convoy.
Oh,
The
God.
convoy.
Yeah.
Is it me or is it weird that the convoy's not moving? Because isn't a convoy supposed to move?
Well, they technically did.
Right. They did move.
Moved there, and now they're occupying Ottawa.
Okay, so do they stop being a convoy once they get to their destination? Like, how does the determination of a convoy work? I'm really curious here. Let's spend the next 15 minutes discussing this.
Or we could take a break and let me talk about some people getting a little bit of just desserts.
Okay, only for you, though.
All right. So this is the apology.
The convoys are idiots. Let's just remind everyone of this.
Let's have this is the con in convoy.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, I'm sorry. Continue.
All right. So in this case, this is an apology from the U.S. However, this is from Iowa man who called an Ottawa Police Department to try and waste time with a bomb threat and a fake incident report. But the problem is he didn't call Canada. He called Ottawa in Iowa.
Yes.
Wait, this is Iowa, Ottawa. Oh, shit. Okay. I got it. Do you have the number to the other one? Your other location?
I think he asked for it too.
It's a real good thing that I found that one about the art, because that was going to be my other one.
Oh yeah. So he was mad about the mask mandates, and despite the fact that he's in Iowa, probably not a trucker, probably having nothing to do with this, is deciding to do that. On a serious note, fake calls have been an issue for Canadian Police Department in Ottawa as the protest goes on, and many of them seem to be from south of their border.
Surprise!
Sorry, Canada.
Yeah.
Q, just go home.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just asking if the refrigerator was running. Okay.
My second story is that last Monday, February 7th, the police in Ottawa, Canada seized thousands of liters of fuel and removed an oil tanker.
Yes.
And there was also a 10-day injunction preventing people from sounding horns. Now, this might seem kind of an odd, because it's like a lot of protests I've gone to have never had that many horns. You get a few, but then it goes away. Apparently, they've been honking their horn nearly all of the time, and the residents in Ottawa have gotten no sleep.
Yeah, and it's not just regular horns. Let's remember there are
horns.
semis there too, so it's a mixture of semi horns and regular horns.
Look, I have heard complaints from the semi drivers that no kids do the little pull your horn thing anymore.
Yes,
right.
I've
We
heard
used
that.
to do that when we were younger, and they're saying that nobody does it anymore. And they're actually kind of sad, because it was a fun part of their day. Because the kids would be like, "Yeah, pull your horn," and they would go, "Ah," and then everyone would be like,
we don't want you to do that right now, though. Not in Ottawa, anyway.
And,
No.
and some of these truckers, because I remember driving for a company, and the guy was driving for his truck. He had installed essentially train horns
I
on
had a
his truck.
friend who had that.
Whoa.
So if you think a truck horn is loud, a train horn, my God.
My friend had an actual train horn, and he let it go in the middle of a city on New Year's at midnight. And I'm not it sounded like there was a fucking train going down the street. People were like, "What the fuck?" It was a real true train horn. He wasn't allowed legally to.
No.
Wow.
I used to live by a train, so yes, train horns.
Like a true. Anyway.
But story number 3. Charlie Kirk, a man who brings more shame to the name Kirk than William Shatner.
Hey, William Shatner's fine.
Kirk Cameron.
All right.
Anyway.
Has a dream to create a homeschool K through 12 curriculum, which has hit a wall this week when employees at educational firm Strong Mind stated numerous concerns. Now, this venture was going to have a gross profit of $40 million. They were thinking at full capacity, which is 10,000 students, which is $4,000 per student, which is interesting because this is all like online content. So $4,000 for online content.
Right there is
shit.
a very good window into the right-wing grift.
Oh,
Right
yes.
there, the numbers show that.
Mhm.
Online schooling, not registered,
Not accredited either. There's no
Not accredited.
accreditation.
And there's millions of dollars to make off that.
Yep.
There you go.
The Academy doesn't even have its own URL yet. It's being hosted on Turning Point website with advertising for the Turning Point USA live stream and the soon-to-come merch, which just looks absolutely awful. Freedom Learning Group, which was another firm selected to help with the curriculum, terminated their contract as soon as they found out who the end client was. And they were run by veterans' wives and veterans. And they were just like, oh, him? No, we're gone. We're gone.
Wow. So even the veterans don't like him.
Yeah.
Wow.
So let's just for the idiots who don't know, who's Charlie Kirk?
Charlie Kirk is a man who his biggest thing is a few years ago, he started a website, Turning Point USA, that listed out all of the professors at universities that were considered liberal. And that's where he got his fame. And just go from there. His whole thing was about
for people.
He's the right-wing Charlie Brown.
Yeah, he's a Trumper. He is 28 years old.
Really?
I was going to say, he seems so young.
I don't know much about him.
Wow.
He's got a lot of grift on him, though. I mean,
he's figured it out real quick.
Yeah,
I mean, admittedly, it doesn't take much with the right way.
And we all know that the younger generation wants to make money fast, not hard. They're not really wanting to work hard. They just want it to kind of
we're smart enough.
Oh, Sabrina, don't go there.
That's the
Come
hot
on.
side.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't do the
people
younger
said that about the
generation
millennials
thing.
too.
You're saying
I
about
believe
everybody.
the generation is exactly the same, but
These kids are lazy. That's what we're trying to say, and they
They're
need
lazy.
to stay off my
Their
lawn.
music sucks.
I mean, how about this? I will say every
it's there, and the older generation doesn't know how to tap into it, but the younger generation does, and so they're literally making millions. And the older ones like me are sitting back going, "Huh?"
It's called TikTok. And
and not just anyway. I'm proud of if you can. I know a guy who bought a $10 million house by playing video games all day, and you know what?
Good for him.
you know Ninja? Are you friends with Ninja? No. Okay.
Not gonna mention anything.
So,
I was gonna say there's
you gotta get those NFTs and sell your house that way, which is happening now.
That I don't understand, but they do. So
I still think that's the latest Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, fudge.
Funny.
It all kind of ties into Schadenfreude because
yeah, exactly. Okay. So anyway, lessons learned from that. Excellent. Thank you so much, Hertzy.
You think we learned a lesson?
Well,
several.
I did learn that there's an Ottawa in Iowa.
Yes. Me too. I didn't know that. I mean,
I had no idea.
You can't put two words like that to sound that similar.
In California?
I don't know. There's an Ontario.
I know there's a Miami in Kentucky or some shit.
Oh yeah,
It's like what?
There's a city named Hell in Michigan.
Nice.
You know what's really funny? I don't know any other country that has the same city name in almost every single state or province. You've got a Springfield in pretty much every state.
Yeah,
I
wonder if that's a thing in other countries.
Quick correction: the Ottawa's in Ohio.
He called Ottawa, Ohio.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think that a lot of people in the U.S. just weren't really creative because if you look at all the names of all the lakes in Minnesota, we have 20 billion long lakes.
Yeah.
How many long lakes? Which one is the longest?
Long Lake, and you're like, which one?
Longer Lake.
So if you have a date that you want to not meet, you're like, meet me at Long Lake.
And of course, the best name for the best city ever is Batman in Turkey.
I thought we decided it was Dildo in Newfoundland.
Oh yeah,
that's right. That one's good too.
In Texas, there's a Dish Texas that Dish Network actually paid and gave everyone Dish Network to rename their town.
Awesome. That's capitalism at its finest.
Right. Wow.
I have a story real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
So I worked at an adult store for about 6 months or so when I was late 20s. It was awesome. Anyways, I remember this. We had a rule, of course, nobody under 18 can come in. Great. Now, if somebody brought in like a 2-year-old, I wasn't going to, it's like, fine, they're not going to remember this. And somebody brought in like it was a 2 or 3-year-old. And the kid was a little upset. And she went over to our candy machine, which had little candy penises. Cranked it. And she's like, he's not going to know.
I love it.
That was one of the best days.
It's a handful of dick.
Did it make everything better?
He did calm down a little bit after that because I mean, candy's candy.
Yeah, right. The better for me.
He keeps the doctor away.
That's right.
Okay, let's
okay. See, I have to stop this recording now. I have to start a new one because of that story.
That's perfect.
Do you?
Yeah, exactly. Do you?
All right, perfect. Let's do this. Okay, recording in 3, 2, 1.